Beautiful. Okay, welcome everybody to the Teachers Corporate Centre update meeting. Thank you for coming, and thank you for those that are watching at another time. I know a lot of you have got busy evenings, and that's lovely. We're going to go through a couple of things. We've got half an hour to get through a couple of updates for teachers and answer any questions that you guys may have to ask us. Helen will be joining us at some stage, so she's not far away. Firstly, a very warm welcome to our new teachers this term. We've had a couple of teachers joining us. We've got, well, Eden, I still think of you as new because you've just started teaching this term. So welcome to you, even though you were here last meeting. Zoe is another new teacher for our corporate centres. Zoe, I haven't got your camera on, but I'm sure you can hear us. And our other teacher is Ramona down in Berwick. Okay, so she's probably going to watch this at a later date as well. So welcome to you guys. And Helen and I just wanted to remind everybody that's been around for a very long time, some of us up to 20 or some of us even close to 30 years, that, you know, think back about your first sort of weeks in the centre and remember how it felt to join a new team of people, start a new job, learning a whole lot of new stuff, and just be patient with your new staff and really encouraging, because we are beautiful, tight-knit teams, and it's really important to make sure that our new workers come in and feel part of that team. And I know you all do a really good job at that, but it is a reminder to step back and think how that new person's feeling in those first few weeks, because it's tough, especially teaching Jimbaroo. You know, it's a big job, and I'm sure that those of you that are new know how much you've had to take on. All right, so end of term 4, we've got Christmas coming up. Very exciting. Some of us more excited than others. I know Maria's already sent a picture into the chat. I'd like to see lots of pictures. We've got Christmas decorations. I know Helen's dropped some of them off to you already. So they're to go, they're going to be given out. Those of you that haven't done a corporate centre before, which quite a few of us haven't, we give a little Christmas decoration, little Jimbaroo or Kindy-roo decoration out to each child on the last week of term. I think Helen's done a fair bit of threading, the little, you know, the little tassel that joins this decoration to the tree for some of you, but most of you will get the decoration in the next week, and it does require a little bit of threading. So I think she was going to take a photo and put in there with you, so you don't have to tie a knot. You just have to thread it through and hang it, and the parents will tie it onto their tree for the kids. And lovely idea that Helen uses in her centre is for the parent to write the child's name and the year on the back of the decoration, because it will just say, it's just a little reindeer one, and it will come up with, you know, Jimbaroo or Kindy-roo, depending on which centre you are. But if you put the year and the child's name on, it's a really nice keepsake for them as they move forward throughout the years at Jimbaroo.
So you're suggesting we do that?
No, I would say to the parents when you give them out to do that. Yeah, so just the parents, not you. You'll have enough to do with tying the,
That's why I
tassels. No, we're trying to keep it simple. I was quite disappointed when they arrived and they didn't have the tassels already attached. Yeah, next year we might pay extra to do that.
Sorry to interrupt. Is that for everybody, for all the parents, like even for the trial?
Yes, if you've got a trial in that last week, just give them to, you'll have plenty of parents that are away that last week as well. So you'll end up with you should end up with a good amount.
We actually decided today that we might give out we usually give certificates in the last class, but we might do it the second last week. So we've got the second last week, a little bit more stuff happening, and a little bit less the last week. And then for people that miss one, hopefully we won't end up with a stack at the end.
That's a nice idea. Yeah. And hopefully parents will tell you if they're going away and they're going to miss that week, and you maybe could give it to them before they leave, just quietly.
It's just like you sort of get people in the last week who don't turn up because it's the last week, it's complicated. So
yeah. So that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe look through Autopilot and see who's going to be missing. The other thing Helen does, I know in Victoria, she organises a little afternoon tea for staff. So we'll be in touch on WhatsApp with trying to sort out a date where we can get together and have afternoon tea. I say we, I won't be there. But, yeah, I'd love to. but I'll join the WA girls for their afternoon tea, and the New South Wales girls can and Queensland girls can go and enjoy themselves for afternoon tea. Maybe. Yeah, I'd love to pop around to everybody's for afternoon tea, and I'm sure Bernadette would make me a beautiful cake. All right. Any other updates? We've got uniforms. I know some people are still waiting on, and we are still waiting on. All right. So they are coming, but they're not in any rush. Hopefully for next year. What else? Oh, so we have a new marketing thing going on with Present Box. I'm not sure if you've heard about Present Box. It's spelt present with a Z. You can look it up online. It is a gorgeous idea, and I'm sure those of you that are parents have probably done something similar in the past for your own kids, where rather than gifting toys, books, stuff at Christmas time or birthdays or baby showers, you gift an activity. So it might be the family, or it might be friends that are going to a celebration for that child. Rather than gifting a toy, they can gift an activity, and it's done through a company called Present Box. All our company centres, you're all registered for it. Okay, so the parents, all they do is create an account for little Johnny, and when they're having their celebration, they can send out a QR code or a link to the family or the friends and say, this year at Christmas time, we don't want too much stuff. If you'd like to contribute a gift towards Johnny's activity fund, this is one way to do it. It works simply. The money goes into a fund held by Present Box, and the parents can use it at any time. It doesn't have an expiry date, and at any registered venue. So they could use it for Gymboree, they could use it for swimming. As a child gets older, they might use it for, I don't know, gymnastics and Auskick or things like that. So we just thought that's a really, really great thing for parents to get some support with paying for their activity fees. I know my mum and dad used to pay for our kids' swimming lessons every year, and then they'd give them a little toy at the same time, but it wasn't a huge expense.
Are we going to send out some sort of generic message to our parents about that, or do we have to?
We haven't done yet, but we have got that in the pipeline for marketing to help us do that. Okay, so you might see something coming out. I just wanted to let you know so that when parents start talking about it, you've sort of had a chance to look up online.
Can you make sure that if the parents are getting an email from marketing, that they include the centre staff as well? Because it's really awkward when every time you're talking about something, you go, I don't know. Is it real or not? It's like, send it to me and let me work it out.
Yeah, I will ask them to send it through to, I'll probably get them to send it to the centre email addresses. That's probably the easiest, rather than trying to remember all the different names of.
Just so that we know what they've been told, and hopefully can then answer any questions and maybe reinforce the message as well.
Yeah, it's a nice thing to say. Oh, did you get that email about Present Box? If you're looking for ideas. Yeah. All right. That brings me to local area marketing. I have put out a request on WhatsApp, and I know quite a lot of people have responded to get a local area marketing person on the ground in your local centre area. We are looking for someone to do 3 hours a month. So it's not a huge amount of work, but it's a person that's living in that area that has some transport and can go around and drop off flyers at local businesses. We will give you an idea of the local businesses, but, and where to go, but also you guys know your area better than I do, and probably better than marketing does, because they're not in that area. So if you are interested in that and you haven't responded, go ahead and respond to me on WhatsApp. The other thing I'd like help with, and possibly more of an assistant role, but some of you do both jobs, so it's worth mentioning in the teachers, is photographs and videos of your local centre. I'm going to start putting out little requests. We're going to have a calendar, and it's going to have a request of, can you please send me a picture of your equipment this week? Or can you please send us, the creations that your children have brought in for Treasure Bag? So want to get a cross section across all days, and it'll be simple as taking a photo and uploading onto the WhatsApp for the centre page, and then we can post it on the centre's behalf on the social media. So we only need 1 or 2 pictures a week, so it's not going to be hugely onerous. So if you're a good photographer, that would be fantastic. But you'll see those messages come through, so just keep an eye out for those. Oh, hi, Helen. How are you going? Oh, you're not going.
No, my computer's like it had to renew bloody Zoom right as
Oh,
soon as
no.
it's coming in. And
It's been on holidays.
so now I've got a new screen that I don't even know what it looks like.
Oh,
And I've got half on half on one screen and half on the there you go. Now I can see you all.
oh, it's
Hello,
all come
everyone.
together.
Oh gosh.
We've gone through the Christmas stuff,
Yep.
afternoon teas, uniforms, present box, and local area marketing.
Yep.
And we've done a bit of a welcome to new teachers,
Yes.
chatted about, welcoming them into the centre and mentoring them, and, just being the lovely team that we are. The other thing I haven't done any term 1 stuff yet. So by the end of this week, we need to have all our term 1 timetables ready on autopilot. I've done most of them, but I really value your input as teachers and assistants in the centre to give me any feedback of something that you might need, a class that you might need, whether it's a sensory class you want to add on, like Sherilyn mentioned today, or, you want to change your 1-year-old and 2-year-old classes around, that sort of thing. So let me know if you feel that something's not working or you need adjusted.
Julia, that will be really important for you because you do that only EMU class across the week. Do you have feeders into that? So if you don't have a feeder into that on Friday, is that going to go ahead? What would you prefer? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if not Friday, is there another day that the children aren't at kinder and they want to come in and do that EMU class? What else have we got? We've got open days being set. So I've been given the goal to have all the corporate centre open days ready to go by the end of this week. Marketing would like that all updated so they can start promoting those. So I've put out a little reminder on the WhatsApp. If you haven't responded to that, if you're available, that would be really helpful. And I think that that's all from me. So now it's over to you guys. Questions, feedback.
With the teacher accreditation, so when we've done a meeting, we have to then go in and register that we've done the meeting?
Now
right?
you will have
Or does it automatically read that I've gone to the meeting, so I
Yes.
don't need?
You just need to remember that you've gone to the meeting so you can add it into your teacher accreditation. Just put a
You have
mark
to
in
add
your
it in.
diary. Yeah.
I'm hoping that it might have done it for us.
Not
It
that
doesn't-
quick.
No,
No.
it's not quite that clever. So you register yourself for the meeting. If you've turned up tonight and you are not registered, I add you in. So Tammy, I'm adding you in now, for example.
No, you're not. She's
Oh.
gone again.
What happened to Tammy? Oh no.
Tammy and I
Well-
both had terrible trouble making the link work.
Oh,
Did your
maybe it's
Zoom
changed.
So
update?
we've just been frantically messaging each other trying to work out how to get on. And in the end, we've just clicked the Wednesday webinar at the bottom of the dash because the link wasn't working for us.
Oh, how weird.
But we are in the middle of a massive storm as well. My electricity keeps flickering. So
Oh,
I'm just wondering whether we
Queensland's
put the
copping
wrong
it at
link
the
on or
moment.
something.
she might have got hit by the lightning.
Well, she's
Well,
there to pick up when she
that's
comes back.
concerning.
Oh, and Sherilyn, I've got to add you in as well.
Yep. And we're an
How
hour
are
earlier
people
too. So
going
because
with-
of your text message, she got confused and thought 7:30. And I've had to go, no, it's 6:30.
Yes, for you it's 6:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, I
How
think
are people going with the 25 points?
I feel like it's going to be a little bit hard to get.
Okay.
it's the first year we're doing it, so it's good to get the feedback.
And it's also a little bit tricky to work out because I've got different Wednesday webinars, which ones count and which ones don't. I'm looking at going, is that one I can count or that one I can't? So if it'd be possible to get a list of that, that would really help.
Yeah.
Just
I
say you
thought
saw
all
all of
Wednesday
them, Bronnie.
webinars counted.
Pardon?
I thought all of them
No,
counted.
but the franchisee ones don't, do they?
Yeah, they do. That's why it's easier for franchisees to get points.
Oh, then, okay. Because I thought that it was only the ones related to teaching. So I've been trying to go through, was that, or was that marketing? Was that something else?
I think there's going to be an issue with teachers getting to that 25 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
also, like,
if there is, and you know, you've read a book or you've done this or you've done that, submit it. Okay. And if you haven't hit that 25 points, just submit it.
Submit it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But especially for centers that have got no one close by that we can go and watch, like
That's right.
another
Yes.
center.
We'll
Yeah.
give you a
It's made it
video.
really difficult.
You can come and visit us on Zoom.
Yeah, FaceTime, we reckon. We'll do FaceTime watching of each other.
That could work.
All right.
But also things like, for those of us who've done training a while ago, Tomorrow's Children. Yeah, I've read it. Yeah, I've done the questions, but not this year.
Not this year.
Do I
Yeah.
do
That wouldn't be a book I'd pick up again either.
I know, exactly. But that's on the list. And that's one of the things. Have you read this and have you done the questions? You get this many points. I'm like, well, I did, but I didn't do it this year.
Yeah, I've had
Okay.
one corporate centre employee put in everything, but it included last year's stuff as well. And I'm
It's
like,
never
yeah,
been counted
you've hit the points because you,
Yeah.
you know, did everything. So Julia, for you, because you did face-to-face training this year, and even you, Eden, doing face-to-face training this year gives you bonus points, to be quite honest.
I don't even think that the girls that did the training this year have to do it.
Hmm.
I think it's after a year.
So there you go.
But if you want to do it, you can jump in. If it's available for you, you can always jump in and have a look at it. It just gives you a good idea of what's out there for you if you do want to have a look.
So Bernadette, I
didn't.
agree with you. I think it's going to be hard to get to the 25 points. Okay.
Yeah.
But so submit it. If you're at
Yeah.
18, 19, 20, something like that, submit it. Okay.
Okay.
Because it's not going to change until they realize how hard it is
Hmm.
Okay.
for people to achieve it.
So don't rush out to Mitcham to watch some classes and dash down to Geelong to watch classes to tick the boxes or anything like
No,
that.
no.
No, we've got to
Well,
get a
I
good
get-
feel.
5 weeks to go in term. It's like, nah, don't be doing that. We're all too busy for that at the moment.
All right.
Any other questions? Love it.
Oh, one parent asked me about the Christmas party for children. Yes? No, no.
No, we don't have one.
Okay, cool.
We give them a Christmas ornament.
Some centres suggest they dress up in their favourite Christmas gear for the last week, like wear their Christmas shirt or something like that. That would be an easy way to do it. But I wouldn't ask them to go out and buy anything special for it.
We don't do a party.
No
We
party.
dress up as well. We have the staff and the kids all dress up for the last week.
That's fun.
Bit of tinsel here, a bit of, you
Mm.
know,
Christmas earrings.
Christmas t-shirt, whatever, you know, whatever you like.
Bernadette makes us do all that stuff.
Good on you, Bernadette. Push them.
You should have seen her when it was colours team. Colours team.
Okay, anything
Gotta be in the
else?
spirit.
I'm going to tell you that hopefully by start of term 1, we will have another 3 corporate centres. So we're growing. Growing. So it's great. Okay. See Fiona, they're grey hairs that she's got.
So when you get the request for staff, send out those messages for me because we're going to need more staff. And if you
Helen,
want
those grey hairs are from Fiona having a Do Amp live.
Oh my God. Don't worry, I'm trying to work out how to attack Imp Live politely.
This is being recorded, Helen, remember?
Yeah, I know, but I think, I think it's something that needs to be reviewed because it's not an easy system.
Is it being used by other people? Like, it's not just a Gymboree thing. So how widely is it used? Is it just a BK thing or is it big?
No, any Belgravia centre.
But it's
So-
only a Belgravia thing. It's not, the shop down the road and a few other places and people like that using it. It's just
No.
Belgravia.
No, it's
But
it's
we think about it here,
Yeah.
But if you think about a Belgravia Community Centre who has a pool and has a gym and has, you know,
Great.
aerobics classes coming in, all of those people have to check in and out and be checked off constantly, shift changes, all of that sort of stuff. I mean, you know, we've probably got a little bit easier than something like that, but at the same time, you know, it's not as friendly as we would like it to be.
Would they have a
Mm.
dedicated person that did it?
You'd have to.
Yeah.
All their managers have to do their own staff, so they've got lots and lots of people doing it, rather than just one.
So we're the only ones finding it hard?
I don't find it so hard anymore.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys find it. Is it?
We have multiple alarms to remember. And even today, as we were leaving, Bernadette bips her horn at me and points at her phone. I'm like, shit, I forgot again.
I love
was
it.
at Essendon. I was at Essendon a couple of weeks ago, and Catherine was helping me with something to the car, and all of a sudden this thing goes, bing, bing. She goes, "Oh, that's my alarm to swap from this to that," and I go, "Okay, press it."
We left early today, so I would have been almost on the freeway when my alarm would have gone off at me. And then what do you do?
Oh,
We're stop again.
Do not crash the car on Emp Live's behalf.
No.
Yeah, and I think it's going a little bit more smoothly. It's just getting the rosters right and remembering for me to publish the rosters and do the changes.
I said to Fiona today, I said, "Okay, the date for Essendon to move is set." And she goes, "Right, let me get the roster." And she's on the roster and she's going, "Put this person in, put this person in." So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing the same for Q soon.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah,
have
we'll
a
have
new
a special
home.
moving day.
Yeah,
Very
First one,
exciting.
yeah.
lots of movement.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well,
Alrighty.
I'm going to give you some time back. Thank you for your time. We'll
Thank you.
have a meeting with the assistants, and that's it for the year. If I don't see you, and who won't I see? Shirley and Tammy. Have a lovely Christmas and a good break, and hopefully I'll get to catch up with everyone else at some stage. Shirley, your Christmas decorations should be in the courier tomorrow.
Yeah, not a worry.
Okay.
We open for priority enrollment next week, so we've already got our roster up and we're pretty organized.
Great. Good. Excellent. Everyone, don't panic. Queensland's a week ahead of everyone else.
We are a week ahead and it's a nightmare because we're the ones that find everything wrong.
Are you always
No.
working? Not always though, is it?
Pretty
Most
much.
of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't last term though, was it?
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah. Been first all year. It's
Mm.
because we start early in the year. We always start the week of the Australia Day public holiday because it always messes with our timetable.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm. Okay, for those I don't see, have a lovely holiday. Those I do, I'll see you when I see you before the end of term.
And I'll chat to you all, I'm sure.
Sure they will.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not.
I know.
See you later.
Good
Bye.
night.
Fiona, do Tammy and I need to stay on here seeing we assist as well, or we're not needed?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to go through the same stuff with the assistants pretty much.
Okay.
There might be a
Yeah,
few
I think
admin
the
questions,
same
but you
thing.
guys know all that.
We missed half of your one just now, though. Is there anything we needed to know?
Yeah, I missed the whole beginning, so
Oh,
is it
look,
worth staying
welcome
on
to-
then?
You don't have to leave. You're welcome to stay as long as you want and just duck out when you've had enough.
All right. I might just listen to the start then to catch up on the bits we missed, and then I'll leave when you're there all asking questions or whatever.
Yeah, no worries.
Is
All
there
right.
anything,
Thanks, Fiona.
is there anything assistant specific that we might need to know?
Well, it will only be if they ask questions specifically. Just going to
Okay.
stop that recording for a minute.